Alright guys, I'm here with Brent Herendine from AGCO. He's going to take us for a ride in this before I drive it. He's going to show us kind of how the monitor works and what all the functions are on the stick and all that good stuff. Alright, here we go. One thing I noticed instantly compared to our Klaus, like you don't hear the feeder house chattering any of it. Everything just, I don't know, seems quieter.
Correct, it's a very quiet machine. You don't feel the vibrations that you do in a lot of machines. And you can hear it, it's very quiet in here.
Yeah. So that's the auto steer right there?
Yeah, if I quit touching the handle.
And the iPad program you're running, this is, what do you call this app?
This is our remote monitoring app. It hooks through the Fuse Technologies Smart Connect app. You can download from iTunes and hook through Wi-Fi to our monitor.
Okay. That's a pretty neat feature.
Yeah, guys really seem to care for it. Fully customizable screens.
So will this make your yield map and everything? Kind of like an AgFinity program or something along those lines?
It'll show you, it does not record,
okay.
But you can run climate on there at the same time.
Okay, I was wondering if you could have climate in the background.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not saying that I've done this, but I've maybe watched YouTube videos in the background with climate running in the background.
I understand. Yeah, same concept. You can have two apps running at the same time.
Okay. All right, Brent, show us a little bit on this monitor, like how as far as how it's laid out, showing the performance data of the combine.
The monitor is fully customizable. We can put different information in different windows. Right now we have up our performance tab. So on the left we have rotor loss coming out of that leftmost triangle. The second one would be the left side of your shoe. The third one is the right side of your shoe, and your fourth one is how full your tailings are. Up in the upper right hand corner, this is header control settings.
So that's where you tilt your head and stuff.
Correct, side to side. Better stop here, we're going to get full. We can also put harvest data in here. So we have average over here and instantaneous. We have additional header settings that we can put in the same screen.
Like in the top left on that combine, I'm seeing all these numbers right here. What are, looks like there's a top sieve and a bottom sieve symbol.
Correct, top sieve, bottom sieve.
Adjustments on them?
Adjustments, and that's your current settings both.
Okay.
To change that, we can either change them with the buttons over here to the right.
Okay.
Or we can tap on the screen and all of our settings pop up. We can change them that way, whichever a guy's more comfortable with.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Over there by the stick, you have a bushel counter. Is that just measuring weight in the grain tank then? On that smaller display?
That is actually going through our yield sensors. We have ag leader yield sensors on here.
Okay.
And it's accumulation of how much is in the grain tank. This information is also showed up here.
Oh, okay.
Where the actual hopper is on the combine picture. Your speed is always displayed as well as your RPMs. Your fuel and def are always down here. Then we have your rotor loss here as well, so and an average of your total shoe loss right there.
So that's just main information that you're always going to want to have readily available.
Correct. You don't have to have it on your screen. You can save your screen for something else, and that information will always be here.
Okay. Pretty handy. With the header height, it's my understanding you can get a little bit more precise than just clicking the button. Is that correct?
Exactly. We let you fine tune your header height. Right here on this screen is your header height. That's how far you are off the ground. And by scrolling this dial, we can make that number change and actually fine tune this as you're going through the field. And that number saves in there. The next time we lower it, it'll go to this position as well. So if you're in down corn, you can run it lower and just barely shave the ground. If you're in standing corn, you don't want the risk of digging a snout in the dirt. We can raise it up and really fine tune that to what you're looking for as a grower.
Brent, one thing I noticed was this monitor up here for the ag cam. I noticed this one's not hooked up with it, but is that an option or is that something that you would have to purchase and then it's just wired for it?
No, it is an option from the factory. You can order it from the factory and the wiring will be installed. You'll just need to hook up the cameras yourself when you get the machine.
Okay. Looks like a pretty nifty setup.
Yeah, it is. up to 3 or 4 cameras on there. Put them about wherever you want.
One thing that's going to be hard for you to appreciate on film is just how spacious this cab is. I mean, neither me or Brent, neither one of us are very small people, and I mean, we're not elbow to elbow. We're not, you know, snuggling up to one another. This cab is very large, and then on the other side of him, I mean, if there wasn't for a monitor and a joystick and all that, you could easily put a third seat over there. It's quite spacious and very comfortable. Oh yeah. All right, we're in here with George. George is going to try to run this thing for the first time. All right, first, gotta park. This is a separator.
We ready?
Yeah, pick it up and push it forward.
Smooth. What's this?
That's the head. Pick it up and push it forward.
Why ain't it working?
There we go.
All right.
Full throttle. Slide that all the way up. Alright, hit your stick. Alright, now this is your header control. Push it to take it down.
Oh.
Alright, we're ready to let her eat.
Hit it again.
He's having a little bit of trouble with the header control.
What doing wrong?
Good. There you go. Push it forward.
Okay, here goes nothing. Uh-oh. Am I hitting it?
Oh!
Is that auto steering? The A? Hit the A?
Yeah. Not that one. Wrong one. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's auto. I got this figured out now. Are you getting this on film?
I got that one right over. What do you think, George?
Better stick to truck driving, grain carting.
Alright.
This thing don't turn for poop, does it?
Not compared to the wheeled machine. None of us have ever ran a track machine, so I mean, George never ran a combine, but me and Dad, neither one of us ever ran a track machine, so I guess it's pretty common that they don't turn quite as well, maybe as a wheeled machine.
I think I can make it.
Yeah, you could have made it. Awful.
I wish that thing would quit going up down.
Look at him like a pro. Man, our grain cart guy ain't doing nothing. Oh yeah, I'm the grain cart guy. George just brought up a pretty good point. Like this machine, it doesn't feel like you're going very fast because the handle's so smooth. Like the hydrostatin is real smooth. I mean, there's some noise in the cab, but it's not as noisy as what we're used to. And I think from talking to the other guys, it's quieter than the other machines. So, like he just said, you don't realize you're going as fast as you are until you look down and see your speedometer.
Okay, where's my auger at?
Auger is just flip, roll that.
This?
Yep. Just do it one time, like a big one. There you go.
All right. God damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I got her this time, by God. I got her this time.
Like a professional. Yeah, watching George run this combine, this had to be what he thought whenever he watched me run a semi for the first time. Me and George aren't dumping on the go because we're the only ones here. So.
Well, we wouldn't be jumping on the go me driving, I'll guarantee you that.
Oh.
Now Mr. Brown's running it. Seems to be doing a little better job than what I've done, but not much.
One thing that I've seen me and George both do is the auto steer and the auto head button are right beside each other, and we keep mixing it up. There is a little indentation on the auto steer button, and whereas the auto head control is more rounded. But I don't know, to me, I'd like for there to be like a nipple or something on one of them. All right, we're in the Fendt with Dad now. Got George out of here. I've ran it, a couple other guys have ran it. So. Dad's been running a little bit today, but it's the first time me and him have been in it together. One thing that Brent was showing me that a lot of people like, this sunscreen, it's magnetic. You can click it anywhere you want around the cab. There's a metal railing all the way around it.
Got good lights on. Pretty inside.
Dad's not used to tracks, ain't making the big turn.
This is easy to back up.
That's one thing I've noticed. Anybody that's been running a wheeled machine, none of them are making the turn just right. These trackless just don't turn all that good. Oh, Dad, what do you think after running it for a little while?
Well, it's a nice machine, quiet. It's different controls. You get used to them. The grain quality is second to none, probably. I mean, I didn't see hardly any cracked kernels in it. A little bit of cob, but you still fine tune it. Pretty clean on the ground. Don't look bad at all. Smooth, doesn't vibrate. Just needs a good corn head on. I think they have a pretty good machine.
Yeah, the corn head that's on it, it was having some issues yesterday. They've made some adjustments and it's running fine now. I don't know if I would, I'd maybe look at a gearing off personally. Yeah, I think, for one, I'd rather have a folding corn head, and I don't think AGCO makes a folding corn head, so that's probably the route I'd go. It's like we're 70% full. One thing I wish this machine did was it had an audible, like it beeps at you when you're 70%, but it's the same kind of beeping the monitor makes for any other thing. Like when you engage your auto steer, it's kind of maybe a critique I would like to see change. Dad, what do you think of the tracks?
I like the tracks. I think it's a lot of money, but I think it'd be well worth the money in the long run. It's smooth. I haven't driven on the road, but it's narrow, easy to get around, but they say it goes good on the road. It must be, because they drove over 100 miles here. No problem.
We've never had a track combine. We've had a couple track tractors, but I don't know, this seems to ride a little smoother than the last track machines we were in. All right, guys, Cody's going to run this bad boy now, so.
Probably the last one to run it, it'll probably be done for it.
Well, we saved him for the last 12 rows of the night.
Something's happening here. I don't hit nothing.
Oh, you're good to turn.
We're going back that way?
Yeah. Cody's this first combine you ever drove?
No, I've driven up down the road and stuff before, but I've never really done anything this substantial.
Okay. Definitely best time to run a combine, first time. Dark.
It might get a little ranchy.
Let's hit that green check. We're about out of urea. This is Cody's first time turning into 12 rows. He's not quite doing as bad as George, but he's close.
George do pretty bad?
Oh, he's pretty bad.
I haven't seen the footage yet. It's kind of exclusive.
All right. Idler down that first yellow toggle.
Mm-hmm.
That
one?
Yeah, that one. I guess that's not the first one. Should stay there. There you go.
Oh, that one?
Yep. It'll take a second. All right. Open your throttle up and let her eat.
Just let her wide open, huh?
Yep.
Good to go?
Yep.
Now,
that drops the head, and that's the auto steer. You gotta.
so how much I gotta let it down?
Just hit it once. There you go.
Okay.
Just hit it one time, and it'll go down to the preset. Hit your stick.
This? Just hit it once or what?
Well, you just
Or just
hold
hold
it
it.
forward till you want to slow down. Speedometer is right over there in that little box.
Yeah.
We're around about 4 miles an hour.
Perfect.
Look, Mom, no hands.
Ah! We're doing it. We're doing it.
Even if it's wrong, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think see George into this thing.
You and George are probably the only people in America whose first time they ran a combine, it was a Fendt Ideal. Pull the auger out, you see that on the joystick, that yellow wheel on the bottom?
Yeah.
Just scroll it out real fast.
Like that.
Just one big swipe.
Let's challenge my depth perception here.
Yeah, first time Cody's ever dumped a combine. There's the
I
car.
can't even tell if I'm probably over the truck, barely on the truck.
Oh, you're good. Not bad. Not bad. You're in there. Get that wheel a bit. Oh, you're good. You're right in the wheelhouse.
I'll dump it.
All right, idle it back. That yellow wheel you just rolled out.
Yeah.
Click it. Got her. And there it goes.
That's full bore, baby.
And it's gone.
Well, it didn't turn nothing up. Well, I guess we'll try again next time.
Yep, time to get out. You're fired. Back to the trucks. So I think that's going to be it for our Fendt Ideal combine demo. I think they're getting ready to take the head off of it now. Hey guys, that's going to be all for our demo. I think everybody that ran the machine really liked it. I never heard one bad word about the machine. A couple people weren't quite so impressed with the corn head, but once they made some tweaks to that corn head, we never had any issues with it today. It was, it was running fine. They did break a belt last night, but had a belt on it within hours, and it was back up and running. So, I mean, belts break, stuff like that happens. I'm looking forward to seeing these in fields around here, seeing them on the market. I think they're a great machine. Like I said, I don't think we're ready to trade in our Lexion just yet, but when we do go to replace that machine, this will be something that is priced. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow me on Instagram at Brian's Farming Videos, Facebook at Brown Farms, and Twitter at Brian's Farming Videos, and we'll see you in the next video.